Here we go. One of the questions, concerns, needed upgrades, just the air conditioning system here. I believe every one of these is original to when the building itself was renovated, so that puts them at close to 30 years old. And now with the changes in law in refrigerant, we can't just switch out condensers. They're gonna have to change out the entire unit. So it's gonna start being about 5,500 bucks a pop to get these things going. And these are the ones we've had the most problems with. They're the ones that service the event room, and we do have them all up and going right now, but we'll see how long that lasts as we're getting ready to go into the heat of the summer. Okay, here's the other area of concern here in the kitchen. I do think that we've got 60% of this going. The flat top has a little bit of inconsistent temperatures, but it is running now, and the entire stove top is working where you turn it on and there's not fire shooting out at you. One of the ovens works. The other oven, the pilot does not come on, so it could be a simple fix. It could be, something more needed, but we'll just have to get the repairman out and see what we can do on that. Cart fleet is a concern. We've taken to parking the carts that we have issues with down here in the lower bay, parked in the other direction. As you can see, we're now up to 12 carts that we have issues with, and we're counting what's inside. But it's some common things that just take a little bit of time and effort. It seems like the sensors, every time we get them wet, we have to go through and do a little bit of work to get them to run again, and then they run fine until we get it wet when we're washing it. So working through that problem, that's most of what we have down here. So just time and effort. There are a few things that we have to buy parts for, some controllers and some fairly big ticket stuff, but we haven't spent very much of the $500 a month parts allowance for golf carts. So it's a concern, but I think that we have it under control. We'll just go ahead and get some more parts in this month and make sure we're good for the summer. Part 2 on air conditioners. We do have one replaced. Looks like we need to get maintenance guys in and get this cleaned out. But all of these air conditioners are aged and probably not going to last too many more years. But we'll just start replacing them as needed. Carpet looking pretty dingy. To me, this is low on the list of priorities, but I hear about it at least once a month, especially this area right here next to the bar, and then walking down into the tile area. Lost a little bit of the glaze, so it does, even when it's freshly mopped, it doesn't look good. It's a little, makes a little noise when you walk through it, so concern is probably too strong of a word, but it's something that we'd like to get upgraded, but honestly, it's probably not going to happen until we turn a profit, and then probably 2 or 3 years down the road before I even think about it then. Continuing with the trend here, we've got guts that need to be replaced on the urinal, and a collapsed drain line underneath this toilet, so no matter what we do, it just gets clogged. We have to get a jackhammer out and break all the way down into the line where the line is collapsed, and it's just going to be a pretty expensive thing. So just kind of highlighting some of the problems that we've got with the aging building here. Just touch a little bit on greens, the issue. Typical Texas summers, we do have just a little bit of LDS popping up in some areas that you'd expect it. I think this goes back to the rooting problem. We did not get the type of rooting that we'd expect to see in the springtime. Coming out of the winter, they're extremely shallow, and we got a lot of top growth, but we were trying to fill, so we went with a little higher nitrogen, and just a few of the greens. This is probably one of the worst, and I think it has some sprinkler issues that play into it as well. but the game plan here, we've got pencil tines. We found 12, so we went ahead and ordered another 12, and we're going to go ahead and just start pencil tining on a regular basis, and make sure that we're using our tabs and making sure that we're using our wetting agent correctly. And I think that we'll still see a few issues here or there pop up over the summer, but if we don't have the extended 110 for 3 or 4 days in a row, we should make it through with just blemishes that pop right back and no actual turf loss this year. It's our goal, just like always. Hydraulic pump. We've talked about hydraulic pump multiple times over the years, and this one specifically all year long, but we're still getting by with it, and so we're just riding it. When it goes out, we'll have to get another one in. I probably should have one set and ready to go in a box so that we don't lose a day or two, but it's still running. Put my hand on it, no heat, and it's possible that it might make the summer and we're not having issues, so we're just going to ride it.